Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be looking at some brand new details for the Diamond Casino and Resort coming to Los Santos in just a couple of days on Tuesday, July 23rd. This DLC is looking to be so massive that Rockstar has even created their own website for the Diamond Casino and Resort. That's literally what it's called, the diamondcasinoandresort.com. And on this website, they reveal a lot of details that the Newswire and the trailer didn't talk about. So that's what we'll be discussing in this video today. I will leave a link to the website in the description so you can check it out for yourself and all the cool screenshots and whatnot. But anyways, let's jump into it and let's get it started today. The first thing they show off is this image right here, which is similar to one we've seen before, but it's at a different time of day. There seems to be less vehicles around, less people there. And they give a description of the casino. They say, a luxury casino and resort in the heart of Vinewood. You've heard the rumors, you want to believe them, and there's only one way to find out. Abandon your preconceptions. Let go of your inhibitions, your doubts, your sense of proportion, your credit rating. The rumors didn't begin to do it justice. Welcome to the Diamond. Grand opening July 23rd. So again, they give us details on the release date, when it's going to be coming out. Now, they also talk about the two types of memberships at the Diamond Casino and Resort. There's the Casino and Resort membership, which is everyone's playground. Invest in a standard membership today, and you'll be a lifelong partner in our project to meaningfully raise the standards of living for the 1%. So I'm pretty sure this is the membership that you get if you just want to go inside the casino, like gamble, stuff like that. And then there's the VIP membership. And this VIP membership is acquired if you purchase a penthouse, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. So you don't have to buy the casino in order to go inside, but if you want to be a VIP member, you will have to buy a penthouse key. So that's something to think about right there. The next thing that Rockstar talks about is a parking garage. So they said this is not merely a garage. It's not merely a maximum security subterranean storage unit. Think of it as an air-conditioned, custom-built, expertly curated museum where our clients can admire each other's collections in peace and comfort. I like this a lot. This is basically like a private car show, as you guys can see here. Now, in this screenshot, you'll probably be wondering, are any of these vehicles new? The answer is no. There's a lot of old vehicles like the Phoenix, the Infernus, the Banshee, so nothing new was shown off in this screenshot right here, unfortunately. But that does give us a look at the sort of interior parking garage. That looks awesome. The next thing they talk about is valet. They say, step out of your front door right into your front seat. Our valets are available 24/7 and are trained to never look in the trunk, never open the glove department, and never ask questions. So you can see that the valet guy is like standing right outside of the casino entrance. He does not look too pleased to be valeting really nice cars. And there's also a limo out front too. And you can see sort of the front entrance of the Diamond Casino and Resort as well. The next thing they talk about is champagne service. Our client code of conduct states that if any member is seen ordering a bottle of our finest champagne, spraying half of it over the most exclusive clientele in the state, and downing the rest straight from the bottle, our security teams are obliged to loudly applaud. So it looks like this is going to be very similar to what we saw in the nightclubs where you can order bottles of champagne. You'll be able to spray them all about. Basically, just do some fun things with your friends in the casino. So that's pretty cool right there. And you can see that that is the bartender basically just handing us this big, expensive bottle of champagne, which you can almost guarantee that it's going to be incredibly expensive. Moving on, up next, it looks like we're going to have Aircraft Concierge. Going up, let our concierge service take care of all your pre-flight checks so you can step right into the cockpit with the engine ready for takeoff. This is one of my favorite features of the CEO office, so I'm really glad to see that this is back for the casino. The fact that it looks like we'll be able to go from our VIP office straight to a helicopter, that is terrific. Now, that is not a new helicopter. That is the Buckingham Volatus, I believe, or the Swift, one of those two helicopters. But you can also see the logo of the Diamond right there, and that's obviously at the very top of the building. So really cool stuff. That's Aircraft Concierge. The next is Cleaning Service. So this one made me laugh, but Rockstar said, we recruit our housekeepers from the most respected crime scene cleanup teams in the state. There's no bodily fluid or potentially infectious matter they can't remove in the time it takes you to find an alibi. So I wonder why this is here. The only thing I can assume is that it will like clean up parties and messes that you make at the Diamond Casino and Resort. I wish we had this feature in the CEO office so that I could clean up all the cash that I have on the floor. But either way, this sounds interesting. I wonder if this will be like a realistic feature or just something that Rockstar has thrown in there to make the Diamond and Casino Resort feel a little bit more posh. Either way, that's the cleaning service. Up next, we've got Limousine Service. They say leaving the Diamond can be a traumatic experience, but we know how to cushion the blow. Our resident guests can order a Diamond limousine to take them almost anywhere in the state free of charge. So Rockstar was very specific there. They used and capitalized the words Diamond Limousine. So I feel like this is going to be a particular type of limo that you can only get at the Diamond Casino and Resort entrance, and it will take you to wherever you want to go. I'm assuming it will be very similar to like a taxi cab from single player where you can just get in the back and ride, and you'll be able to go to wherever you want. And that definitely looks like a custom license plate on the front of the casino, although I can't make out what it says. I think it says Diamond 01. Maybe it's like in reference to the fleet of vehicles the Diamond has, and you can see the Diamond Casino and Resort logo right there as well. So that's the next thing that they offer, Limousine Service. Following that, it's Members Party. Why go to the party when the party can come to you? If you're one of our resident members, you only need to click your fingers and we'll provide the drinks, the music, and the dozens of close personal friends. So this screenshot right here, I was trying to like make out what is going on here and who are NPCs and who are actual players. It's kind of tough. It looks like this takes place on one of the top floors of the casino and almost sort of like a ballroom or like a bar. It does look as if there's a lot of NPCs in here, so it is kind of hard to judge, you know, what outfits might be new or what things might be new. Either way, this looks kind of awesome. It'll be fun to have members' parties. There's also a VIP lounge, so similar to what we see in the nightclubs, available exclusively to our resident members. This is the inner sanctum of the indulgence, the apex of affluence, the pinnacle of privilege, the high point of high society. Now here, I think it's a little bit easier to pick out who the actual characters are and compare them against the NPCs. So I think that all three people on the left-hand side of the screen are our new characters. So it looks like there's some new clothing there, including the dress that girl is wearing, that like purple with all the leaves on it sweater that the guy is wearing sitting down. And I can't really tell the guy dancing if he has anything on, but you can see it's sort of guarded there by like a security guard, and it's got that red rope. So that's pretty cool. That is the VIP area of the Diamond Casino and Resort. You can also see on the right-hand side, there looks like there's some games too, like an Impotent Rage game and then something else, and it looks like there's a few other NPCs standing about too. So that's pretty cool stuff right there. And the final thing that Rockstar talks about, we're only under the membership tab. The final thing they talk about under membership is high limit tables, where they say, welcome to the grown-up table. Resident guests are entitled to play in our high-limit suites. So it looks like these are specific suites for people who own the VIP membership and who own the penthouse. And as you guys can see here, it literally says on the top, high limit, and our same character from before who was wearing that purple sweater looks to be sitting down at a table playing roulette. Looks like there's a blackjack table there. I think there's poker, roulette, and blackjack here. I don't think there's slot machines in there, although there is one right on the outside, and you can see where the restrooms are. I don't know why I noticed that out of all the things in this screenshot, but there's, you know, a sign for the restroom there, which is kind of interesting. So that's the first category that Rockstar talks about, and that is for memberships. The next thing they talk about is the penthouses. So they say a penthouse at the Diamond is not just a palace, it's your palace. If you want a private spa, you can have it. Home cinema, consider it done. Your own personal bar, private arcade cabinets, and office space, just say the word, Diamond. So we've seen this screenshot before. This is one that Rockstar featured on the Newswire. Again, I think this is going to be one of the styles that you can choose from here. Looks like it's a nice lounge area. I wonder if those like curtains are going to be able to close, kind of like how you can have the VIP glass in the After Hours update with the nightclubs. I wonder if you'll be able to shut those off so you can't see outside. You've got the TV there, which I'm sure you'll be able to change between all the different stations. Looks pretty cool. The next thing they talk about is the master bedroom. Silk sheets, fresh air bottled on the summit of Mount Chiliad, and round-the-clock access to the greatest roof terrace in Los Santos. So you can see that this is our master bedroom right here. It looks very, very fancy, I will say. You can see that there's some wine on the table. Kind of an interesting detail. Rockstar put tissue boxes on both sides of the bed in case, you need to blow your nose a lot or something like that. And again, same thing with those curtains. I wonder if they'll be able to close so that we can, cut ourselves off from the outside world and be able to enjoy some quiet and darkness. But that's the master bedroom right there. Cool stuff. The next thing is a spare bedroom. We all have that one friend. With a spare bedroom, they'll have somewhere to crash that isn't your bidit. And with access to their personal wardrobe, they won't have to keep borrowing your clothes. That's so awesome. So it kind of looks as if two friends will be able to stay here. Well, there's two beds, so I'm only assuming that's going to be the case. But either way, that's kind of neat that at least if you have a VIP suite and your friend doesn't, you'll be able to invite them over. And you can see that there's the personal closet. You can see that it has like a whiskey decanter right there and like a desk and whatnot. Pretty cool stuff. I think that's pretty neat that we'll be able to invite our friends over. Up next is the private spa. Your private spa comes with a round-the-clock personal stylist and hot tub infused with the extract of jojoba and a dissociative anesthetic. So interesting. It looks as if at the spa we'll be able to change our haircuts and our beards. It will probably eliminate the need for us to go to the haircut stores anymore. That's kind of awesome. I actually really like that, and that's incredibly convenient. Who knows what else we'll be able to do at the spa. Most other bathrooms like that in-game are pretty useless. Like, you can't really do anything in there. So it'll be interesting to see if Rockstar actually makes this worthwhile. It also looks like it's connected to other suites. As you guys can see there, you can just sort of seamlessly go to another room. So either way, that's pretty awesome. That's the spa room. You've also got the bar and party area. This is kind of funny. It says, why go to a nightclub when a nightclub can come to you? Okay, did that just make the after hours update irrelevant? The most exclusive venue in town is the one where you're in charge of the guest list. I feel like they're literally throwing shade at the update that they just put out like last year. But either way, this area looks awesome. Like, this is going to be so cool if you have like 15 or 20 people over and you're just gaming and having drinks and whatnot. You can see that there's like a retro-looking arcade game to the right-hand side. There's like a full bar and everything. This looks really, really cool. I'm trying to figure out what that game is that we can see there. I see like the hoods, the punks, the bikers, the yokels, or something like that. I have no idea what that is. But either way, that's going to be kind of awesome. Apparently, we're going to be getting some arcade games too. They say time to dig out the high-waisted jeans and the fluorescent headband. Diamond Casinos have the exclusive rights to classic arcade games, Invade and Persuade 2, and Street Crime Gang Wars Edition 2. Sounds very interesting. So I guess that answers the question I was just talking about. Those are the games that we're going to be able to play. I don't know if they are in the same room or if this is just like a different style. Like, this classic arcade game looks different because it's styled differently from the first screenshot we saw. So either way, that's going to be kind of awesome. The entirety of that room looks really cool too. So I think that area is going to be neat. Up next, Rockstar talks about the office. They say sometimes you need to take care of your affairs, but there's no reason you should have to leave the lap of luxury to do it. All of our offices come with a gun locker and a hidden safe as standard. Neat. So it looks like we won't have to pay extra for a gun locker and safe, unlike the CEO offices. And it also looks like it comes with a pretty standard computer as well that we're used to in sort of the other establishments that we have in-game. Now, just taking a quick peek at the computer, you can see that the Diamond Casino and Resort has its own website. Something I predicted, by the way, not that that's too hard of a prediction to make. So it looks as if everything in-game is going to be happening on that singular website. Like all the upgrades you can buy, memberships and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. So that is our tiny little office right there. Very cool. And they also talk about the penthouse garage. They say home doesn't feel like home unless you have 10 hypercars and a well-guarded basement. So I wonder if that right there is a hint or a giveaway at how many cars we'll be able to store. It looks like it's going to be 10. Now, I don't know if we will have more than one floor. Hopefully that's the case, but at a minimum, it does look as if we are getting 10 new garage storage spaces, and this is what an empty garage will look like. Pretty cool. There's also the lounge area. Your lounge features a bar and dining facilities as standard and enables you to add 5 other extensions to your suite. Interesting. So it almost seems as if the lounge area is the one you're going to have to buy first, and then you can start adding other pieces to this thing. So if that is the case, I can only imagine that the lounge area is going to be the most expensive because everything will be a branch of that. Again, we'll kind of just have to wait and see till we get that in game, but that's kind of what it looks like. It also looks as if it's the biggest area in the game too, as you can see just how massive it is. There's like this round door on the left-hand side, but that's about it. So interesting stuff right there that Rockstar put such a big emphasis on this lounge area. After that, it's the media room. They say never again will you have to suppress your gag reflexes as you rub shoulders with the general public in the cinema. In addition, you'll be free to enjoy Don't Cross the Line on the big screen with your friends. This room looks awesome. So I guess that answers the question, what's behind those round doors right there? It's the movie room. That's pretty awesome. And you can see, I think Meltdown is on the TV right now. I love the ceiling. It looks like we're under the skies. That's going to be epic. So I am excited about that. That is pretty cool. And the last thing under the penthouses is artwork. So they say, here at the Diamond, we understand that far from being vicious, pretentious, garbage, contemporary American art is one of the most important systems of money laundering in the developed world. Make your penthouse a center for one of our finest cultural institutions today. So it seems as if we're going to be able to get this art from the casino store. As we'll talk about in a little bit, the art is certainly very interesting. As you can see here, it's just like a wall of random assortments for the most part. You can see there's cars and basketballs and the Statue of Happiness and bowling pins and basketballs and footballs and golden phones. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So it'll be interesting to see like if we can just straight up buy those or if we complete challenges to unlock them. I'm really not too sure how that's going to work, but that is our art wall, which is very, very unique. Now, the next thing Rockstar talks about is the casino. They say, here your dreams are reality, and your reality is a dream. Here, every whim can be satisfied, every fantasy fulfilled, no impulse control, no windows, no clocks, no clearly labeled exits. Welcome to the Diamond Standard. Now, you can see a lot in this screenshot, and we'll probably get to a little bit more in the trailer, but you can see there is a bar area. You can see that there is one of the new vehicles on display. That's like the Bugatti Divo, or I guess I should call it by the in-game name, which would be the Truffade Thrax. But either way, it's on display there. I certainly don't believe you'll just be able to, jump over that railing and steal it. You can also see the Lucky Wheel, some slot machines, the inside track betting. That's going to be awesome. Now, because this looks like it's the general public area of the casino, I don't think you're going to be able to change this design aspect. But either way, it looks awesome. I think there's a handful of NPCs here. I also think there's a handful of normal characters as well. But it is kind of hard to tell which one is which. But either way, that right there is our inside look at the casino. They also talk about table games. Don't be fooled. Roulette, blackjack, poker at the Diamond, these aren't games. Every card dealt, every spin of the wheel, every polished quip, every grasp of the crowd, every delusion of grandeur, this is art. So we've seen this screenshot before. The only thing that I found interesting here was the value of the poker chips. You can see 500, 100, 5,000, and 1,000. So it looks like those are the types of chips that we're going to be able to gamble with. After that, you've got slot machines. Here at the Diamond, we understand the fine art of the slot machine. We recognize the split-second reflexes, the years of research and training, the rock-solid intuition, and the towering IQ that make a true master. That's right, we've been waiting for you. So just like in normal casinos, there looks to be a handful of different styles and themes as far as the slot machines go. Although I don't believe there's going to be any difference in what they are. You can see there is Twilight Knife, Have a Stab. There is the Republican Space Rangers, Impotent Rage, Deity of the Sun. There's a Diamond game as well. They look pretty cool. They all look to feature the exact same thing where you try to match 3 numbers or letters or symbols, and you can kind of see what those are going to be like on the Twilight Knife one, where if you match 3 symbols in a row, you get a certain amount of money, etc. Stuff like that. So that's pretty awesome. So those are the slot machines. The next thing they talk about is inside track. Horse racing is the sport of kings, and inside track is the only way to experience it. The drama, the majesty, the excitement, the perfectly simulated aroma of freshly cut turf and hot manure, all without leaving the comfort of a bespoke air-conditioned suite. So this is cool. Another game mode returning from GTA San Andreas. I predicted this would be the case. And Inside Track is going to be fun. It's basically just horse betting. I'm pretty sure it's not going to utilize the horse track on the outside, but you can see here that there seems to be two separate events. There's a main event, which is a bet in a multiplayer online race, and then there's a single event, which is set in a single track. So that's interesting. I wonder what the difference between those two are. Obviously, one looks to be taking place in multiplayer. One looks to be by yourself. There's also a rules section in the interior. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe other players bet with you. Maybe one of them you're doing it by yourself. Who knows? That's pretty cool. That is Inside a Track. And the final thing they talk about from the casino part is the lucky wheel. They say some people say that fortune favors the brave. Here at the Diamond, we'd rather say that destiny favors those with a full membership. Spin the wheel once a day, and you're guaranteed a massive dose of self-importance every time. That's interesting. So according to this, it looks like you're only able to spin this wheel once per day. Or maybe they're saying if you spin it once per day, you'll have self-importance every time. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a limit on what we can do here. Now, if we actually take a look at the lucky wheel itself, we can determine that there's a handful of things that we can walk away with as far as our prizes go. There's money. You can see that there's $50,000. That's a lot. There's clothing. There's RP. It looks like there's going to be casino chips. As you can see, the chip icon right there, $10,000. There's discounts. What that's going to be, I'm not sure. Probably on like a various website or a vehicle or article of clothing. There's also vehicles that you can see there. And there's a mystery one. So that's awesome. It looks like there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can win. It would kind of make sense that you could only spin it once per day, considering it doesn't look as if there's any gambling aspect to it. Like, for example, it doesn't look like it costs money to spin the wheel or that we put like chips forward. It looks like you just go up to it and spin it, and whatever it lands on, you get. So I can understand why Rockstar would probably limit that to one per day. So that's the casino right there. Now we need to move on to the casino store. And this is the final thing that the website talks about. They say exclusive fashion, unique designer artwork. There's some things in life that money can't buy, but don't fret. Our in-house store offers a rotating selection of tastefully curated items that can be purchased with chips. Okay, so it looks like that is the purpose of chips. That in the casino store, that's how you buy stuff, with chips, not with in-game money. Interesting. And it also looks as if the store will have unique items that will only be there for a certain amount of time. And given this screenshot right here, it looks like it's going to be masks and clothing and accessories like watches and hats and jewelry and stuff like that. This is definitely one of the more confusing aspects of the casino, at least in my opinion, because I don't know, how long the items are going to stay in there and what else you can buy there. It looks like you'll be able to buy art too. They've teased 4 individual items. One of them is this. It's a yellow dog with a cone. Apparently that is art. We have Auntie Poppy, which is Poppy Mitchell. That's kind of cool. The Gold Collection, which is a collection of golden guns. And then the Silver Watcher, which looks to be like a silver big cat or something like that. So that's some of the artwork that we'll be able to purchase from the casino store with chips. And again, chips have been capitalized here, so I think that that's going to be another currency that Rockstar is going to be adding. Whew, so I know this was a long video, but that right there is everything that Rockstar mentioned on the brand new Diamond Casino and Resort website. The casino store, the casino itself, the penthouses, memberships, and a homepage, which sort of gives us an overview. Again, I'll leave a link to that website in the description, so if you want to check it out for yourself, you totally can. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for in the casino update. There's so many different things here, so I'm sure there's going to be a handful of different responses in the comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And remember to subscribe if you guys are new or you want to stay up to date on not only all the new casino news, but on Tuesday when the casino update comes out, we'll be checking out all the new cars, we'll be buying the penthouse, we'll be doing so much stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely consider subscribing. And also, be sure to ring that notification bell as well, Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, thank you guys all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.